I'll record this now. Okay, so I'll move back and I'll show you to demonstrate this exercise. Feel free to stop me and say, oh, can you show me this again? But I'll run you through some sort of teaching points as we go through, like your feet. And I would also encourage you when you do this, especially these sort of balance exercises, and try to do them with a bare foot. And if anything, do it on a mat that is slightly soft, because you cannot, if you're struggling to get a full-size mat. I know, you know where Wilkinson's?
Yeah.
You know Wilkinson's?
Yeah.
They have this gardener's pad for, I think, £1.50.
Okay. Yeah.
It's really sort of very handy to just especially when you're going down kneeling, not just for gardening. But
yeah.
I actually,
like when I'm cleaning the floor. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really good for scrubbing things, but actually it's really good for standing on one leg like this.
Yeah.
Because it's slightly soft. It's like an inch thick or so.
Yeah, so it gives you more support then.
Yes. Well, if anything, actually, it's less supportive because your foot moves, and
well, yes, but I mean, you've got.
Yeah, for knees, absolutely.
Your foot is not level flat on a hard floor.
Yeah,
sort of sinking in a little bit. So I'd feel more secure, should I say?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, definitely. I mean, it's much better. It's good to have both. In fact, I mean, I have a few size mats, but what I'd like us to do, just quickly take you through this, these 4 exercises, and then idea is that we just prepare the movement. Can you see me nice and well?
I can.
Yeah, so you do this. So you can do this with me if you like. It's up to you.
Yeah.
If you
I do exercises in bare feet, but I'm not.
What I would say.
I can't see me now. What have I done?
I can see you.
Oh, I don't know. No. Oh, it's all right.
That's okay.
No. There. That's better. Thank you.
Yeah. Now the first one we're gonna do is just try and keep it nice and steady. I would like to try this without holding anything. So just going up, we've done this simple movement. So just going up on your toes and just coming down gently, a little bit slow on your heels. Yeah. 3, 2.
Wobble.
Yeah, a little wobble is fine. And you can actually, I mean, if you wanted to, what you could do is actually reach out, like hands out, make it a little bit more challenging. Yeah, hands even above your head would be even harder. Just doing
that would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. So, and then we'll move on to the next one. Next one is slightly different, where you talked about standing on one leg, but to stand on one leg and actually pick the knee up. Oh, it's very bright here. Can you see me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you fine. Yeah.
It's coming out, so it must be a good sign. So pull the knee up, and idea is basically just step to the side and tuck your knee close to the abdomen. Don't worry if you're not dressed for this, it's fine. So I'll show you. So there.
It's okay. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't necessarily need to, if the knee hurts by doing this, you can just simply lift it this way.
No, my knees don't hurt. They're all right. I got metal in one. It's bionic. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, that sounds cool. But in terms of balance, do you feel steady on that knee when you stand? Or so?
Oh, well, it's a long time ago.
15 years ago, you said, right? When you
No, yeah, they're all right. They're about the same. It might, yeah.
Okay. So what idea with this, I guess, just stand, transfer everything to one foot, and just lift this knee up as high as you can. That would work just fine. You don't have to go around and hold. And just do that at a nice, steady pace. One thing that I like to ask people to really think about is locking the hips. Oftentimes we use far too much our knee joints to do the stability.
Yeah.
but hips are quite a big joint, so that can help us quite a lot if we get them to sort of straighten up and just, when you stand on one leg straight away,
That makes a
bit harder.
difference, actually.
Yeah.
Does make a difference.
Okay.
Not so wobbly.
Gordon and I, sorry, go on.
No, so I'm not so wobbly. If I try and concentrate on locking it, then that's better. I feel more stable.
Yeah, I mean, the benefits of this exercise will come when you actually do this, and I would like to check in with you and see how you're getting on with the practice. Well, next one is, so we're on the third exercise now. It's again, we're staying around the hips, and what I'd like to do is Gordon and I actually do this, and he's quite good at this now, so he should be. The amount of times we've done this, so think about this, right? But here's the thing: practice like a professional dancer would do same movements 1,000,000 times, 100 times, 100,000 times. Yeah. Doing something the same again and again, certain movements is actually, it's a good thing to practice. So as if you want to step over, I don't know, a plant, like a small cat, you don't have cats.
Yeah.
So again, you're standing on one leg, and then you going over, and you can do like 5 on each directions. It's okay to, like, sometimes when we do this during the morning class, I actually hear my hips clicking. So it's good that I don't think you can hear me. My hips.
My shoulder and my neck that are noisy when I start exercises on Wednesday. I can't hear myself think.
But that's we can't hear anything, so at least that's a good thing.
No.
So now try this one out. Actually, what I will do, I'll turn this a little bit this way. Hang on. So you can. So if you go, I'll do this actually against the wall or even a door.
Yeah.
And reason being, I would want you to have something almost like a steady support. So suppose about the V, I'm going to face my back to you. So again, we are standing on one leg, and look, reaching out, and almost, if you were to go forwards, you have a wall to sort of support you in this position. Look, and then coming back up. Don't do it right now. So you don't yet. Yeah, just watch me for now. Yes.
Sorry.
That's okay. Just keep your eyes closed to it. So think about this. So one leg. You can start on the knee here, and just slowly shift, keeping the spine nice and straight. Coming back up. Again, you can practice about 30 seconds. You can just have a big clock around you. Yeah. And when you're doing this movement, just try and relax your shoulders. Oftentimes our shoulders can lift up, just almost, we think that we protect our shoulders or our neck, but actually just relaxing your shoulders, rolling them back and just push it down. It's quite a nice way to engage your abdominals as well, which we might have tried before. So those are our 4 exercises. We have to do them. When you get this, I'll add the note, actually. Some of them are one-sided, so each side, so I'll maybe do it, I'll add, like how I added 30 seconds on each side. Okay, dogs?
Yeah.
Okay, another part, which is specific to your lower back and strengthening sort of posture. And actually, I personally think, I can never say, I from experience, when we strengthen these sort of core muscles around, it actually improves your posture, and not just your posture, but your balance. So they go quite hand in hand. So 6 exercises, I'll run them through quickly, and feel free to ask me, so I don't want to rush this. You okay with time, by the way? Are you?
I'm okay, sure.
I've got 15 minutes, so it's fine. Don't worry if we run over. So we got heel taps. So for this, I have a mat, and just really think about with this one is even anything from start with your head first, your head position, back of your head, just really touching the floor, supported. Avoid this, where you end up moving your looking.
yeah.
Tuck in. Just gently go up with your feet off the floor, both feet 90-degree angle. And from there, I want you to really think about pressing your spine into the floor. Just taking one leg at a time, tapping your heel on the floor. Working this movement. Yeah. Any questions on this one?
No,
No?
no, but just you do everything so perfectly. So yeah, that's good.
Well, I guess I can say thank you, but imagine if I was sweating and if I was. But look, I didn't. I had to. I learned these exercises and I practiced them my own. So yeah, I mean, thank you.
Yeah.
Next one is called dead bugs. Like it looks quite funny. Okay, same, very similar position with the feet, but the only difference is, you said about the coordinating the joints. So this is a
Yeah.
to get your brain to multitask, and this is how we do it. Look, feet off the floor. Whichever leg goes forwards, taps the floor. Opposite shoulder goes
back.
goes right at the back. Get a full
Okay.
stretch, and then bring it back up. Now, our posture, so our spine sometimes wants to cheat, I guess. It wants to help out the movement, and what it does, it lifts the abdominal out like this. But really, don't be tempted to do that. But it's okay if it feels like coming up. And then when you do this, go like this. Even I did. I had to stop and think.
Yeah. It looks like a Swiss Army knife.
Again?
It looks like a Swiss Army knife with all the blades moving up.
Actually, should be called Swiss Army knife. Now, side bridge. Any shoulder pain? Do you get any shoulder? You said tightness, but do they actually hurt?
No. I've had neck pain today. I don't know why, but shoulder usually not. No.
Yeah. Well,
unless I carry too much shopping.
Well, you have a good appetite. That's a good. Me too. Sometimes I think amount of food that we are bringing, definitely that amount of food doesn't leave the house. So I know what you mean. Think about it this way now.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're right. Our shoulders, our neck, very much connected. They're synergist joints. They work together. And oftentimes, who hasn't slept on the side and they're woken up with a dodgy neck or painful neck?
Yeah.
So, a couple of safety teaching points would be: really think about the angle of the position of your elbow when it goes up to the side like this. So you really want to keep your elbow and your wrist underneath your shoulder. And sometimes even like 3 or 4 degrees elbow out like this could actually strain your shoulder excessively. So really get a nice connection. And just before you go up, just check that your body is in a straight line, by meaning, see, look, my knees are bent. So I'm tuck my knees back, feet back. And then trying to get Gordon to really think about these muscles when we do this.
Yeah.
Getting to switch on your side muscles, your swimming muscles, like your lat muscles, so like side, latissimus dorsi, and then lift up. Then lift up and try hold this up to 10, 15 seconds at a time. And here's sometimes what happens, okay? When we strain your neck, sometimes we do this or we do this completely. So really think about keeping and sort of
neck
neutral spine as it would go. Just don't break your neck. Yeah, just if you have a small mirror in front of you, you can just put it in front of you, and then slowly you'll have a more awareness of the body when you're doing this, and then you wouldn't need a mirror. And what you could do, you would need to sort of change the sides. And the one thing to add to this exercise when you're doing this, Anne, breathe. Yeah. Initially, you may find that one side, your dominant side, so let's say, did you say you're left-handed or right-handed?
I'm right-handed. Yeah.
But
Left
right?
foot. Yeah.
But that's not normal, actually. I'm
Yeah.
So right side, you might feel you're stronger. So, but just repeat this on either side, just as long as you can. 30 seconds would be a really good time on either side. 30 seconds on each, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, fourth exercise, I'm going to show you next one. It's called hip thrusts, or thrusting your hips without the momentum. So you might have seen people do this exercise on a film or on a video or in other places, but I oftentimes challenge them how well they do it. In order to do these leg swings like this, looks quite impressive, but try really isolating your legs and not using the momentum. Just press your hands out there, and then try just thrust your knees without this sort of swing. Okay, look, very small movement, almost. And sometimes, if you notice, my chin wanted to come up, so just keep it flat on the floor, and then very slow. It's a good way to strengthen the abdominals, but also bring the sort of control in the lower region of the abdominal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Any questions on that one?
No. As long as I can remember. But...
Yeah. Well, this will be recorded, so I'll send it on your way. So it's the slightest, think about 2 or 3 centimeters, like this much. Without.
Yeah.
So when you fix your legs up there, 90-degree angle, it's also even easier. So look.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. Small movement.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So it's good to be able to see it.
So we have the bridge, but holding on one leg, and then looks like you're marching. So it's called a glute bridge with a march. So you might have done this before, where we roll up onto this. Yeah, great way to strengthen the hamstrings. But when you do this, just gently touch your fingers to your hips on the either side. You will feel by doing this, if you're twisting too much, you will notice. And I want you to keep your hips nice and steady instead. Look, 1. Put the other leg down and lifting the opposite. Slowly down. Focus on the rolling rather than just up and down with the spine.
Yeah.
So, up there. Shift your weight to one leg. You know when you said about like your right leg maybe is weaker, so you will really notice more control on your stronger side when you go. It's a good way to even out the strength balance as well. That's our fifth. And then the fifth and the sixth one, the final exercise, is just a simple stretch, which I really like you to support your knee. So that's a soft mat. You can fold the mat twice, or just use this extra thick.
Yeah.
Just kneel on one knee and just stepping up with the other. Yeah. So yeah, you don't need to see my shoulders necessarily, but ideally.
No. Yeah.
I'll tilt it up a bit. So do this against, in case you need to balance yourself, like against a chair, or you have something next to you in case you need to find the extra support. So here's what we'll do. Start nice and upright and point your toes down rather than flattening it this way.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, when you do this, you actually stretch your calves, and when you stretch your calves, you can actually stretch your hip flexors a little bit better rather than this way.
Yeah.
Just nice upright and keeping the body in this tall, straight position. Then you just tilt very, very gently. And 1. Just holding for up to 20 seconds. If it feels extra tight, you can hold it a little bit longer. But why this is a good stretch to finish up with, or even start your day with? When we sit, or even when we are walking and running, and every time knee comes up like this, we sort of contract, this muscle is contracting throughout. And especially if we're sitting, driving or sitting position, we actively using up these muscles by them being something called isometrically, they're working, although they're not lifting any weight. But let's say if I was to ask you, keep your arm up here like 2 hours without bringing your arm down, you will pretty sure you will burn at the end. It will burn at the end. So by just practicing this hip flexor stretches is a really good way to stretch the muscles, but also make sure they don't tighten up, because muscles don't really I don't like to say muscles actually shorten. Muscles don't really shorten. It's the tendons that sometimes can shorten, but they tense more. So muscle tissue, when muscle becomes tight, it doesn't just becomes more like less, you could say less flexible, but actually what happens to the muscle tissue, it becomes really tense. And even by touching it, when sometimes if you touch your shoulder or neck, you feel like, oh, why is that happening?
Yeah.
And it's the muscle is basically doesn't provide a good blood flow into the area. So these are quite a simple, but yet I think they're really effective exercises for the body parts and the aspects there of what you mentioned. Yeah. So
yeah.
Any question on? Would you like us to add anything to this?
No. I wrote some notes down for after Wednesday.